Hello everyone, my name is Komang Agus. My student ID is 241-202-1081 and I'm from 280 class. So in this video, I will present my result of my final project for the statistic course. So in this occasion, I focusing on group comparison using the independent simple t-test. So first, I make my research questions. My research question is there any mean difference of learning motivation between female and male students? And based on this research question, there will be two hypotheses, the HO and the HA. So the HO, there is no significant mean difference of learning motivation between female and male students. And the H alternative, there is a significant mean difference of learning motivation between female and male students. All right, so the first things that this is the descriptive statistics. As we can see that the female mean score and the male mean score. So for the female is 55.80 and the male is 56.23. So this is difference indicates that in general, the level of learning motivation between female and male students is almost the same, with no significant differences in average score. However, to determine whether this difference is statistically significant, further testing is needed, such as an independent sample test. But before that, I want to explain a little bit. So we use independent sample t-test when we want to compare the mean scores between two groups. For example, like comparing GPA between male and female or reading scores between two classes. But however, before we doing the t-test, there are two prerequisite tests that we need to conduct. It's a normality test and homogeneity test. So first is we use the test of normality or the normality test. So now I use both Kolmogorov-Smirnov and Shapiro-Wilk. So the p-value, or the sig value for the female is 0.200 and for the male 0.288. This is in the Kolmogorov-Smirnov, and in the Shapiro-Wilk, the sig value or the p-value for the female is 0.816 and for the male is 0.370. So since all this value is above than 0.05, that means the data is considered normally distributed. This is mean that we can continue to the t-test. So this is the histogram graphic, and then this is the test of homogeneity of variance. So we look at based on mean. So the sig value or the p-value is 0.996. It's above 0.05. So this is mean that the variances are equal, that we can use the row labeled equal variances assumed in the t-test table. So now we are doing the t-test. Here's my result after I doing the test. So we just focus on this equal variances assuming. So the sig value or the t value in this table is 0.845, which is it's above than 0.05, and then the mean difference is 0.43188. So based on this result that we failed to reject the null hypothesis HO, means that there is no significant difference in learning motivation between male and female students. So in the conclusion that we can conclude that the test fails to reject the HO. So we are not confident that the HA is correct. So there is no significant difference in learning motivation between male and female students. All right, so that is the whole of the result of my uh, independent sample t test. I hope you guys can understand what I explained. Thank you very much.